Hi, this is John from John Paulzine reporting from Schufer News Channel 5. I'm here with Tristan Gust, a real life family member of someone who went through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Number one, describe what Make-A-Wish Foundation is all about.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation is a non-profit organization that pretty much gives an opportunity to kids with life-threatening diseases to give them one last shot of having a fun experience while going through a hard time and actually being able to have fun one last time with their family.
Okay. What are your thoughts of the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Well, after having a family member go through it and being alongside them with the whole thing that was going on, you can kind of tell that the person's always in pain and struggling a lot. But with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, having an organization like that is huge. I believe it's an amazing foundation because even though when she was struggling, I know the Make-A-Wish Foundation just absolutely brightened her last couple of weeks and pretty much really helped out. And it's really a truly amazing organization.
How do you correlate to this organization?
I am a first cousin of Kayla. She is my dad's sister's daughter. They are based out of Boca Raton, Florida. We live here in Minnesota, but we stayed very close with her throughout everything, and I saw her go through the Make-A-Wish Foundation and voted for her to get picked for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and that's how I can correlate to Kayla's experience.
Okay. What was Kayla diagnosed with in order to be picked for the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Well, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is a very serious organization. It goes through a long process for picking people, and it is very, very hard to pick people because there's many kids out there struggling now these days with very many bad life-threatening situations. But Kayla was diagnosed with Down syndrome at first when she was first born. She was a very happy-go-lucky kid, always had a smile on her face. She later progressed through life with minor issues that did not really show any signs of her being later diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer. It's a cancer that attacks the immune system and pretty much correlates throughout the whole body and shuts the body down over a course period of time. But with those two things, I know that the Make-A-Wish Foundation took it into serious consideration, and she ended up later getting chosen to make her own wish with the program.
Awesome. Okay, what did Kayla choose to do for her wish?
Well, Kayla was a jokester herself. She always had something to make somebody's day a lot better. Her main things throughout life is she loved to sing every song and dance to every song, but she also viewed herself as a princess. She was a princess. So she chose to get dolled up as a Cinderella princess and adventure around Disneyland. So with that being said, with being in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, they paid for everything for her. They took her out on a shopping spree, got her a really nice dress. Obviously, being at the age of 9, she couldn't really find a dress to fit her, so they got all the measurements done and got her a custom-made dress and got her all dolled up with makeup and kind of really made her feel like a princess. And she got to go through everything through Disneyland, and just really just shocked me how much they put into it and how much they covered for her to be able to go through this and have a good time with it.
Wow, that's touching. Can you explain the aftermath of Kayla's experience with the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
When Kayla was diagnosed with her Hodgkin's lymphoma. She was given 6 to 8 months to live after she was diagnosed. This was at the age of 9. They got her in and got her through this as soon as possible because throughout that 6 to 8 months, a few weeks in after being diagnosed, the body was supposed to, kind of progressively shut down over time and, really take a toll on her where she wouldn't be able to go out in public and actually take action in this. So they got her in right after the first month of being diagnosed and got her through it. The aftermath with all of it was truly a amazing experience to see, because not only did she go through that, but that was correlated with my spring break in high school, and we later flew down and spent a week in Florida with the family, and I got to joke around with her a little bit like we always used to, and she just explained the day to everybody. She wanted to tell so many people, and that aftermath experience and being able to connect with that type of organization and have such a fun day and talk about it for weeks on weeks with whoever, random people, family members. She wanted to tell everybody, so she had an amazing aftermath experience after going through the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how's Kayla doing now?
She had a very, very touching story throughout her life. She didn't really have to battle with her Down syndrome because she, couldn't really understand the full effects of it. But she had that throughout life, and then being diagnosed with cancer at the age of 9. She was given that 6 to 8 months to live. She battled her way through it and somehow came out getting through that 6 to 8 month life expectancy. She later came all the way up to like the age of 12 when she started getting sick again. She just was really drowsy all the time, and she got re-diagnosed with the same cancer. But at this time, it got to be a little more serious. She battled through chemo all the way up until the age of 15. She came so close to getting through it again, but when she got to about 15 years old, they were in the final stages of the stage 2 of the cancer, and it just later correlated and broke her body down, and she later passed away at the age of 16.
I'm sorry for your loss, but happy to know that there are organizations in today's world like Make-A-Wish Foundation who give children the opportunity to live one last memory before the time comes up short. Thank you for your time and sharing such an inspiring story, and we'll look back and go back to you.